Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. Today is Sunday, April 13th, 2025. Back with another episode. Thank y'all for tuning in. I really appreciate it. As always, I'm grateful that y'all are here. I'm not just blowing smoke, not trying to sound redundant. I have to say it on every video because every video is a possibility that you might not watch. Every video is a possibility you ain't gotta watch. Every video, there's a possibility that I can get 0 views. So the fact that you show up and watch, why wouldn't I be grateful? Why would I let it go to well, some people would. I'm not that dude. I'm not that dude. I told y'all when I had 300 subscribers, 100 subscribers, that if I get to 50, I was like, damn, I sure wish I can get 10,000. To me, that was big time. And I told y'all then when I didn't have but 100 or 200, I wasn't going to change up. If I get 10,000, I was going to still be humble and be grateful. Here I am at 85. Here it is, YouTube done turned my switch back on. And now they're starting to allow my not views, but my subscriber to go up again. They turn, I think they've been watching me and see that I've been being good and I've been backing off the politics. So I've been a good boy. So my subscriber count is starting to increase again. I ain't did nothing different. Just stop talking politics. But not because I wanted my numbers to grow, but because I was tired of it. I'm just tired of politics. I don't want to talk about it. But anyway, again, here I am at 85 and growing, and I still remain grateful. I still remain humble. I still appreciate y'all. I still appreciate you every time you show up here to watch me. I appreciate you still commenting, even though I can't respond to everybody's comment. You still comment, which helps the channel grow. You still hit the like button, which helps the channel grow. Even though I can't respond to every comment, I want y'all to know that I'm grateful that you still comment, that you still show up. I'm not no big time so-and-so. And one day, when I hit the million, watch what I tell you. I'm gonna be the same old dude, the same OG. Hopefully by then I will have a lot more money. So by then I will be able to start giving back to the people that I see that's been supporting me that are still struggling. I'm gonna start giving back. Mark my words, if I don't do it when I blow up, I ain't blowed up yet. I ain't got no money. I'm trying to make it just like you. I got so much overhead, so many expenses. But when you see me actually balling like money, cause I'm gonna tell you, hey, it's on now. I'm gonna give back. Love to see other people that was not knowing how they're gonna make it, be able to put a smile on their face, relieve some stress. Let them know God got you. God bless me to bless you. I ain't there yet, but it's coming. I'm speaking it into existence. It's gonna come a time where my cup will run over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life. And I promise and vow before you and God that when God put that money on me like bam, I'm issuing it out. Can't take it all with me. I ain't there yet, but if I don't do what I'm telling y'all I'm gonna do when I get there, cut me off. Don't watch me ever again, because I lied to you. I don't do lying. If I tell you I'm gonna do it, consider it done. Now thank y'all for tuning in again. I really appreciate it. Now hopefully we'll still have a country called America for me to blow up in. Because there's no other place on this planet with the opportunities to go from nothing to something like America. Hopefully, this beautiful country of ours this beautiful country of mine called America, hopefully she will still be here. Because if not, there's no other place on this planet to where somebody like me, a screw up all his life, can go from nothing, from messing up all the time, make a few changes, and then make something out of himself in the same lifetime. No other place on the planet allows that but America. But yet we got people here that born and raised here that hate it. I don't get it. Big boy, how you love America and the country that hated you and your family and your ancestors. Again, how I love America, this is the only place on the planet where you can be black, whatever you are, poor, born into poverty, and still go from poverty to a millionaire. So much so where you got people from around the world that are in poverty, trying their best to get here, because they know you have an opportunity. You have a chance to go from nothing to lot in America. So while you born and raised over here, hating this country, there are people that are risking their lives, shark-infested waters, on rafts, trying to get here for something you hate. Which leads me to the topic, the title. America will never be great again. And before I go any further, let me say this. Lord knows, I hope that I'm wrong. I ain't never wanted to be more wrong than I want to be wrong now. I want to be wrong. So if you come over here and say, Big Ward, nah, I don't believe that, man. You wrong, Big Ward. I'm with you. I hope I'm wrong. I've never wanted to be wrong before as much as I want to be wrong now. When I say America will never be great again, and I know it's going to be some black folk, America hating, some whatever. When has America ever been great? Since I've been here. I don't know about you, but it's been great since I've been here. Even though I made some bad choices, some bad decisions, that had a hard life at times, America has been good to me. So I can only speak for my experience. I don't know your experience. But I'm not going to base my experience with America off yours. My experience with this country, she been good to me. Black and all. Straight man, heterosexual male and all. America has been good to me. America is not the reason, or was the reason, that I struggled. Because as soon as I made a decision to do better, my life got better. I didn't make a decision to do better, put the mind-altering substances down so now I can go pass a test and get a decent job, get a decent career, driving my trucks like I love to do. So America has been great to me. Can't speak for you. Your experience is your experience. I'm speaking for me. But overall, as a whole, America has been great. Look where she started from, where she came from, what she endured through, stuff that would have destroyed any other country. America thrived and kept going. We went through slavery. Slavery could have broke us to where we never existed no more. But we made it through. Then we went to the aftermath of slavery. Jim Crow, Civil Rights era, a bunch of strife and stress. People battling against each other. We went from there to where the descendants of slaves own businesses now. The descendants of slaves own TV stations, own radio stations, own restaurants, own banks, own businesses, own homes. That's what I see when I see America. I see people who were once slaves are now owners, bosses, stars, millionaires. Yes, there's some of us are still struggling, but there are also descendants of slave masters that are still struggling. It's equal now. That's progress, not perfection. America will never be perfect. Never expected her to be perfect. I'll never be perfect. You'll never be perfect. But it seems like some of y'all expect the country to be perfect, and since she's not perfect, she ain't great. Never been great because she never been perfect. Never will be. But America has always been great, even through her struggles. So that's why I hope I'm wrong when I say she'll never be great again, because right now we're not great. Why are we not great, Big Ward? Because a house divided cannot stand. A house divided cannot stand. United, we stand. Divided, we fall. Going through slavery didn't make America not great. Going through Jim Crow, the Civil Rights era, oppression, the Great Depression, recessions, wars, none of that made America not great. What's making America not great now and will never be great again is division. We're divided now more than we have ever been, in my opinion. Because even during the Civil Rights era, when black people were fighting for our equal rights just to be treated as human beings, when my ancestors were fighting for equal rights just to be treated as human beings, despite all that, when it came time to go up against somebody foreign, we put our differences aside and we united against any enemy. We never went against each other for another country. We battled amongst each other for what's right in America. You know, equal rights, justice for all, white against black. We battled against each other, American against American, here for our searching for a more perfect union. But we never were divided like we are now when it comes to other countries. And y'all know where I'm going with this when I say that. Because now we have reached a point in America to where we are so divided that we have I'm gonna say so-called American, because that ain't American that I know. I ain't grew up with Americans that would ever side with Russia, side with China, side with Ukraine, side with North Korea, going against America because you don't like the president. Overlooking the fact that if this president loses against that country that you siding with, you're gonna suffer too. Let me repeat that to the idiots in the back who are rooting for Ukraine against us, who are rooting for China against us. If China wins against us, you're gonna suffer too. Not just Trump. He gonna be all right. You ain't. Trump is a billionaire. You ain't. So if China wins against us, like y'all rooting for, hoping, thinking that's just gonna make him look bad, no, it's gonna make all of us suffer if China wins. That's why I say America would never be great again. Because we got too many people in this country that have decided to defect without leaving. You have defected. Renounce your citizenship, because that's what you're doing when you're rooting for a foreign enemy against your own country. You have defected. You have denounced your citizenship, but you won't leave. I don't mind if you hate America, if you leave, but you hating and won't leave. Just like you're hating on me when you're watching my channel, but you won't stop watching. You hate America. And on the live, just watch the live I did last night. I tell you how much it costs. It tells you how much it costs to get a one-way ticket up out of here. Cheap. But you won't leave. You'll sit here and still live in a place that you hate. Make that make sense. Because I ain't hanging around nowhere I hate. I ain't hanging around nobody I hate. I ain't being nowhere where I know the people that hate me. I ain't hanging around people that I know hate me. You feel America hates you? You hate America? Pew! That's what I suggest. But you ain't gonna do that. You ain't gonna do it. Because a coward dies 1,000 deaths. A soldier dies but once. You're a bunch of cowards. So now you just can't, you ain't got the courage to leave. So now you gotta stay here amongst a place that you hate and die daily. Every day you die. 1,000 deaths. Cause you're too scared to make a move. A coward dies 1,000 deaths. A soldier dies but once. See, me, if I hated America, I would have no hesitation to get up out of here and go live in one of them countries that I think is better. See, I wouldn't sit here and continue to suffer in a place that I hate. See, that's suffering. When you're around people in places that you hate and that hate you, you're suffering. Remove yourself so you don't have to suffer no more in this horrible country. Remove yourself. Don't sit here and hate. Hope that we fall. Hope that the enemy wins. Trump is not the enemy. China is. North Korea is. But hey, I'm just some bootlicking goofball on YouTube trying to get views. United we stand. Divided we fall. We are divided. So we are timber! United we stand. Divided we fall. We're divided. So with that being said, timber, you know the tree falling? Because we divided. So we falling. And we can't get up. Help! I've fallen, but I can't get up. That's what America is saying right now. She's yelling out, help! I've fallen, but I can't get up. Because we have Americans that are pulling for the other side. Nowhere around the world are there countries that are pulling for their enemy. Only in America. Only in America. We keep going like this, which I don't see it changing. We're getting worse and worse. And liberalism spreads throughout our nation. Liberalism is a mental disorder. And liberalism spreads throughout our nation. See, liberalism will have people waiting at the airport when soldiers are returning from Vietnam. And they will be waiting at the airport spitting on the soldiers, their own soldiers, as if the soldiers sent themselves to war. Liberalism will have people standing, waiting at the airport for soldiers returning home from war during the Vietnam War. Throwing water and stuff on them, cursing them out, disrespecting them. And they done laid their lives on the line, coming back maimed, injured, shell-shocked, PTSD, all types of stuff going on with them. And they come home to a nation of people who are criticizing them, disrespecting them. Liberalism will have people doing that. Liberalism is a mental disorder. Liberalism must be stopped. Or America will never be great again. Get it? Got it good. Bye.